Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one. And that's right, I'm looking at another Framinghammer from Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers out of Framingham, Massachusetts. I think I bought their entire lineup this year. If not, I got most of them for sure. So anyway, this is the PB and Mallow Bourbon Barrel Aged Framinghammer. 12% alcohol by volume, as are all of the barrel aged Framinghammers. So it actually says on the label, malt beverage aged in bourbon barrels with natural flavors. And on the back, a little bit of a description. It says, many of us grew up eating peanut butter and marshmallow sandwiches. Some say it's a New England thing. We say it's delicious. And since we're all just big kids now, we thought that this would be the perfect inspiration for a Framinghammer variety. Sounds really good. So I've never had this one. I think this one is new to the 2022 lineup. Sometimes they kind of put out similar stuff, and then they'll put out a few new ones. This one I've never seen before this year. So very excited to try it. I do love peanut butter. I do love marshmallows. Peanut butter can be overdone in beer, though, much like coffee. So hopefully it's nicely balanced, and we get a little bit of everything. Go ahead and crack it open, pour it up here for you guys. And it's a dark, dark brown appearance. Pouring with a nice tan head. Some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass as well, which I think you should be able to see on camera there. The appearance, though, it looks black once you pour it in the glass. As you're pouring it, you can definitely see some of the brown. When I hold it up to the light, just a little bit of brown around the edge of the glass, but for all intents and purposes, it pretty much looks jet black. Nice creamy looking head, too. First thing I'm picking up on is peanut butter. Definitely getting the peanut butter. And it smells legitimate. It smells like actual peanut butter. Sometimes you get these peanut butter beers and they use artificial flavoring, or they use like this peanut butter powder, which gives a completely different flavor than natural creamy peanut butter right out of the jar. This one smells pretty legit as far as the peanut butter is concerned. Maybe a little bit on the nutter butter side of things with the peanut butter. A little saltier, possibly, but it smells like actual peanut butter. A little bit of dark chocolate. There's a little bit of a sweetness on there, kind of a vanilla, but I think that's the marshmallow coming through. There's a definite sweetness on the aroma. Yeah, actually, you know what? That is marshmallow for sure. Once you kind of cut through that peanut butter after a few whiffs, you definitely are picking up on the marshmallow, but the peanut butter is still the first thing that is detected on the nose. A little dark chocolate. There's a little woodiness, a little bit of that oak from the bourbon barrel aging, I think, is coming through, but it's subtle. Hopefully that'll come through more on the palate, but the peanut butter and the marshmallow and that sweet aroma is really the main thing that's going on with the nose, and a touch of dark chocolate. It smells absolutely delightful. It doesn't smell boozy at all at 12% alcohol. You would never guess, just based off of the aroma, that this is a 12% beer. So it smells absolutely incredible. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers. Oh, wow. The peanut butter's coming through. It's more nutter butter. I grew up eating nutter butters, and the peanut butter filling in the nutter butter has a unique flavor. Not the same as when you're eating peanut butter like Jif or Peter Pan right out of the jar. This is a little bit drier, a little bit more on the peanut butter filling type of flavor. Maybe a little saltier than traditional peanut butter. You do get the marshmallow as well. So it's kind of like a sweet and salty type of thing with the peanut butter and the marshmallow. Little dark chocolate coming through in the middle of the sip. Toasted bread notes, dark toasted bread. This is nice because the marshmallow is really coming through as marshmallow. And you don't get that a lot of times with beers that have marshmallow or marshmallow flavors added. A lot of times that's lost. It just comes across as like a generic vanilla type note. This actually has a marshmallow component to it on the palate, which is really nice. I do love marshmallows, and this it definitely has that. Almost to the extent that you have taken the marshmallow and kind of charred it a little over an open flame where it's melty and it's got a little bit of that char on it. It's got that going on. It really works nicely. The barrel notes are there, but they're lighter on this one because the peanut butter and the marshmallow are very prevalent with this and kind of take over the palate. There's a touch of the barrel, that woody oak note that you get with good bourbon barrel aged beers. It's coming through, but it's on the lighter side. The body is medium. With the peanut butter marshmallow thing, you might think it's thick and even syrupy and just kind of like viscous, but it's very low viscosity, medium body, low medium carbonation, nice on the finish. There's no warming effect going down or anything to indicate really that it's a 12% ABV beer, other than the fact that you get some of those barrel notes. And if you're a barrel-aged beer drinker, you would recognize that immediately with the barrel notes, but it's not a boozy beer per se. Very smooth. It has a creaminess to the mouthfeel. This is absolutely delightful. This isn't my favorite, though, and it's not as balanced. The espresso one that I had earlier, although I'm not a huge coffee person, it was a little bit more balanced than this, and the barrel notes came through a little bit more. This one, the peanut butter and the marshmallow come through almost a little too much, to the detriment of the barrel aging, because I feel like I'm lacking a little bit of the barrel notes. I would like a little bit more of the bourbon barrel aged feel to it. But overall, it's outstanding, and I'm still going to go pretty high here. I'm going to go 97 out of 100. So it's just outside of that world-class range for me, because I would like a little bit more barrel. But the barrel's still there. It's just masked a little bit from the strong peanut butter and marshmallow flavors. Although there's a nice balance between the peanut butter and the marshmallow. It's very, very nicely balanced between those two flavors. But overall, I would like a little bit more of that bourbon barrel presence with the oak and vanilla and, just a little bit more of that barrel feel. But an outstanding beer nonetheless. 97 out of 100 for the Jack's Abbey Bourbon Barrel Aged PBM Mallow Framinghammer 2022. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.